Hello, welcome to another episode of Indigenous Survival. I am your host, Jeff Soaring Hawk Gibson. Um, Today I want to talk about these little compact folding fishing rods. Can they be a good survival tool? I think so. You know, you do have standard line on this one that comes with a little 4-pound test. I do have others in here. I could use this for not only regular fishing, but you can also use it for, catching crawfish. Crappie are great. Little crappie on this. And for all intents and purposes, crappie are one of my favorite fish. But before you go fishing or anything and using this, always check with local laws. Make sure you have a fishing license. Now, with that being said, yes, there are sometimes, obviously, you're not going to be able to. You're in some sort of survival situation where, hey, I need to eat, catch a fish. Fine. I would rather use this than making one out of a stick. But with that being said, they do stand out pretty good. And, you know, locks together very well. About the same size as a regular fishing rod. But this has got to be a lot easier to put in a backpack. Now, I would definitely put this in a little bag, maybe a gun bag would be nice. One of these little pistol bags that would probably very easily sit in it. If not, some sort of little bag to put it in. And you grab it, hey, this is definitely a big advantage over a stick and a string. Now, take a little dry box. I got a bigger one. I just figured this fits better in my backpack than the others. You could go really small. You could go really big, but this is on the smaller size of them. There's a couple smaller than this, but in here I can put everything I need and then some. Here I got 30 full brand new 30-pound test line, 250 yards. Fishing scissors for cutting your line. Various reasons you have to do that. I don't know how many times I fished and got a hook caught in somewhere in a tree in the water somewhere and I couldn't get it loose. And I had to cut it loose. Scissors are great for that. Got some couple different types of floats, little bobbers, more bobbers, variety of hooks and sinkers. And I like these. These are good for night. You got your little snap glow lights you can tie on. There's also more hooks in here. I've also got leaders, various types. You can expand. You can add some fishing lures if you like. Those little fake worms or whatever. I wouldn't personally. That's why you won't see them in here. Because I would rather use a real worm, real bug around from the area that I'm fishing at. Because 9 times out of 10, the fish are going to bite something it probably sees every time. But if you like artificial lures, artificial worms, and little minnows, you go for that. But this takes up a little bit of space in a backpack, especially if you got this in a bag of its own. Takes up very little space comparatively for what it can do. This would definitely end up in my backpack. Like I said, this is a hell of a lot easier than taking a stick and even if you carried this fishing line and some hooks. Yeah, you could carry, if you want to be really gung-ho, you can just carry this and go, I can cut me some branches. That's true, you can. But I'd rather have this. Considering it does everything a full-size one does in a compact little space. Now you can buy some more expensive ones. This was a little called Eagle Claw Packet. That's the name of it. I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's a great one. I mean, I like Shakespeare myself, but if Shakespeare made a collapsible one, I'd probably have it. But is this worth it? I think these were like $19 at Walmart. You know, even if you say all I need is this, all I need is some fishing line and some hooks, I'd rather have a $19 insurance policy, be honest with you. So, at that note, is it worth it? Yeah, I will do a follow-up when I go fishing. I'm going to try this out. I'll shoot a video of me actually using this. And we'll go, no bar. So we'll go from, I'll shoot another one showing the actual use. But, I did overdo it with using 30-pound test. Am I actually trying to catch a big 30-pound or bigger catfish on this? I wouldn't. But a small cat, small bass, crappie, bluegill, same creature, even crawfish. If you don't want to reach in to grab them, but if you see them on there, you see them in the stream, you don't really want to feel like getting bit. Personally, I just reach in and grab them. But if you don't want to, perfect little thing for it. I mean, I don't even know if you have to extend it out for something like that. But small fish, yeah, definitely. Fish that's going to keep you alive. You're not going after world record trophy fish here, but in the survival situation, something that's going to keep you fed, keep you alive, $19, yeah, every time. So, you like this video? Remember, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video.